Recently, I've been reflecting about my industry, our industry, the industry of business development and training. Hi, this is Mark Silver with Heart of Business. And in particular, I've been reflecting on this practice that I've seen for years, and it comes up over and over again, of these programs that some people offer that are very high priced, that require a large upfront investment, and have a strict no refund policy, usually couched in terms like, we don't want you to quit on yourself, or you need to be committed to your business, or you're not going to succeed. And I just want to say really unequivocally that that is a recipe for a scam. It's a recipe for failure. I've heard so many stories over the years of people, sometimes very sophisticated people with a lot of sales experience themselves, get caught up in emotionally vulnerable moments and sign up for these programs and end up with nothing to show for it. And it's not that they lacked commitment or smarts. It's that the programs can't possibly deliver on those kinds of promises. And the fact that there's a no refund policy with a large upfront investment before you've even experienced it, it's just painful. It's painful. So I want to encourage you to be aware of the thirst in your heart for help, which is legitimate, the desire to succeed with your business, which is legitimate, the desire to make significant amount of money because we need it. Many of us out here are on our own. Maybe, you don't have family resources behind you. Maybe you're someone who's helping a lot of loved ones and people are looking to you. Maybe you have significant expenses, or maybe you're living in a country like the United States where there's hardly any social network. There's hardly any infrastructure for support. All of that is okay. And if you can really own those desires, there are ways to get those needs met that don't put you into danger. I posted something similar on social media, on Facebook, and we had dozens and dozens and dozens of comments, some of them challenging this, saying, hey, there's a reason for the no refund policy. And but in a deeper discussion about it, all of the reasons stated for the no refund policy, some of which were coming from sincere places, right? Some of them were really sincere in their desire to help, I think were still unnecessary, that the needs that were being stated could be met in other ways. I'm going to link to the Facebook post because I think it's really an interesting discussion to take in, both as a business owner, because you do want to have healthy refund policies. You don't want to just be handing refunds over at the drop of a hat. There are people who get upset or get triggered or sometimes have ill intention. And if you've delivered a service and you were counting on the income to support you in delivering that service, and then somebody asks for a refund and you have to pay it all back, there's something not healthy about that either. But you can have a sensible refund policy that cares for you and cares for someone else without either intentionally, as some business owners do, or unintentionally because you're just saying, oh, that's what people do, so that's maybe what I should do. You just kind of get caught up in doing it, thinking, oh, that's how it's done. And let me tell you, that's not how it's done. That you can have integrity and love. You can care for yourself and your business. And you can provide for reasonable refund policies. Anyway, it's a really worthwhile discussion. I'll have the link, as I said, in the comments, in the description below. And yeah, just take deep care of yourself and others. I'll mention that I had created this guide called Don't Buy Now, which is, it's a free guide. And it lists 11 different common high-pressure manipulative sales tactics that when you see them, they lose their power because you understand, oh, this is a technique that's being used on me. And the guide also talks about what is ethical pricing for business development. Because absolutely, we can charge a lot. There are some programs I've charged, 4 figures for sure for programs. There are things that shouldn't be completely cheap or inexpensive. There are appropriate times when you charge a lot, but there are ethical considerations in how you set the price. And I talk about what I consider to be ethical pricing in this guide. And if you haven't seen it, again, you can get there, heartofbusiness.com/don'tbuynow. All one word, no apostrophe, DONTBUYNOW. And, but just, there are a lot of really good business coaches and business development people out there. And there's a lot of scams. So, from my heart to yours, just don't lose hope, get help, but move slowly and don't jump in where it doesn't make sense. All right. Blessings and peace.